Are we live? Oh my goodness. I don't have my gimbal with me. Sorry about that. I'm racing towards the river right now in hopes that I can catch the end of the sunset here. This might have been a mistake though. Well, actually, it looks like we're timing it just right before the kids flood out of school because that'd be dangerous for so many reasons. But this is a live stream, obviously. We'll see who pops in and how long it lasts. But, 10, 15, 20 minutes perhaps, to celebrate and also give a last minute push to the end of my Kickstarter campaign for my new book, Sea of the Unknown, which is a book about how I wound up here in Paris. Hey there, I can't see, hold on, moving too much. Hi Ashley and Alejandra, good to see you guys in here. I'm gonna make my way down to the river. We'll give it a nice little stroll, see if we catch a little bit of sunset, maybe even get a little peek at Notre Dame. I haven't been down there since I've been back to Paris, so we could go see what the update looks like and see how much of a wood structure they've built around it. Hi Michael Mon! And hey Sophie, glad you're looking forward to it. And Oaks, yo. Sorry if I have a hard time reading names too. Without the gimbal, everything's a little extra jittery, so hopefully it's not annoying on your end. But it just makes it harder for me to read on my end, I suppose, for the moment. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm looking forward to having it out and ready to roll. So the thing is that, if you haven't grabbed one yet, this is kind of like the last minute push to remind you that the Kickstarter is happening, that you can grab a book and maybe even a Christmas card with it or a drawing. There's some drawings left available, all that. And then in the meantime, we can kick some leaves together. That's fun. Hold on, we're gonna do that one more time. There's more leaves here, this will be good. Here we go. That was satisfying and also probably full of dog pee. Dangers of living in a city. So, the pink, there's just a little bit of pink of sunset in the distance there. Let's flip this around so you can see it just on the other side of the Pantheon there. See the pink? Just a little bit of pink. We're a little bit late. Sun's setting really quickly. Also having a hard time zooming back out. It is cold, Angela. Hey, DJ. Happy to pop up as it's a good pop-up surprise. Private practice workshop. I know who that is, John. So glad you're excited. Cheryl, yeah, there's a ton of Jay today. There's gonna be a lot of Jay this week because I just uploaded another French Friday as well that my patrons voted on. It is definitely cold. What's up, Ed, Rad, Shay? Amy, good to see you. Michael Mon, thank you. Yeah, pea leaves are the best, mystery man. They're so much fun to watch live or you can watch whatever you want. I forgot about that. I actually did just post my vlog. Sorry, I'm trying to switch this around. So you got my vlog to watch as well when this is all over. We'll see how long I go. I'm gonna try and at least get to Notre Dame, which should be very doable. Be faster by boat for sure. But the goal is to go wander over there, see what they're doing with the old church, put it back together, which you'll see in, not today's vlog. Today's vlog is mostly in Casablanca with some Paris and some Friendsgiving action, which was really good and satisfying and delicious. But the other thing that you'll see on Friday, in the French Friday, is a different cathedral in a different town that did remind me of Notre Dame in a number of ways and was also very, very different. So really excited for you to see that. Very much looking forward to seeing what your reaction is to that French Friday. You know, hold on a second. Because those guys are loud. And eyeing the camera a little bit. But look at this, isn't this beautiful? It's nice to come down to the river every once in a while and just kind of take it in. Let me give you, we're gonna take a quick view break. Just kind of pan. We're behind Ile Saint Louis right now. So this is the right bank over here. And Ile Saint Louis, Saint Louis, however you want to say it, Ile Saint Louis. The right bank, you know the difference because the river is flowing that way. And so the direction the river is flowing is how you differentiate right and left. This is not the left bank though, because it is an island. The left bank is way over there. So Ile Saint Louis is this tiny little island with these giant houses. I don't know if that cannot possibly be entirely just one house. Maybe it is though, I don't know. This is a very, very expensive place to live. Some Christmas lights way down there, which we might have to investigate here in a minute. Left bank is. What's up, Mason and Gladys? Hey, Carrie. Yeah, it's cold for sure. I'll take some sun. Definitely take some sun. But it's nice. I don't mind having a little bit of cold darkness. Look at these minis. or I guess mini plural, even though they're more, no, there's another one. It's tiny cars. And what's this thing? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by, oh, it's an Alfa Romero, number 9. I don't know why he's number 9, but we can't all be number 1. Also, probably shouldn't talk to the camera this way because the microphone is facing that. It's the Pixel doesn't have, its microphone's oriented in a weird way. But anyways, let's come back around to this. Hey to Chicago. There we go. There's me. I didn't mean to flip it back around me. I was actually going to show you. I'm a little bit too efficient here and a little bit hopped up on caffeine. I also have an event this evening, a thing that I'm going to, the thing that I haven't been able to talk about yet is finishing up tonight, and then I will be able to talk about it in 2 weeks from today. So be expecting that. And I'm making a little behind the scenes video about it, so it's also very exciting. What's up, Steve? Hey, Deb. Or Des. Sorry, oh, it's the Champagne Gang. Hey, Desiree. When are you guys getting here? It's the ongoing question. Okay, so there's Notre Dame in the distance. What I'm gonna do, whoa, sorry, that was a little bit off. There she is. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go back along the river, or along the, let's do this. We'll go out and we'll come back. Come back. Zoom out. There we go. I cracked my screen and apparently that's affecting my ability to zoom efficiently. Oh, hey, Hillary. I don't know if you're, how do I know it's not Steve? It says Steve and it's got Steve's face. Could be tricking me. Bicycle Man and Scooter Boy think you're tricking me. Anyways, random. Anyways, this is the left bank over here. So this is the island, Ile Saint Louis. The other island is Ile de la Cité, which is where Notre Dame is. Since we're doing a mini walking tour down by the river. For those of you just joining in, the reason you're doing this, and there's a link right below the video, is because I'm trying to get a nice solid boost, dreaming of crossing 300 total backers on the Kickstarter campaign. Really excited about how well I did, and I'm really grateful for how it's gone already. But of course, we got to give it one last push before it's all over, because that would just be negligent. If we didn't. So that's part of what I'm up to. Oh, thanks, Peter. I will have a pint later on. Thank you so much. The forever question. Well, a celebrity wedding, I'm looking forward to hearing about that. Your wedding stories are always the best wedding stories of anybody who has wedding stories. So here's a little bit of the, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on one second. I'm gonna take a photo because I don't have a photo for the day yet. And there are a couple of these that look potentially pretty good. So I'm gonna put you guys right here. I think that'll work. We'll see if my holds on. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my handy dandy camera pack. Pull out my camera here. Hope that you don't get stolen. Just gonna take a couple of shots so I've got them. Oh, you know what? Autofocus wasn't on, so I think the first few of those were out of focus. I'm almost done. Everybody's been so nice to go around me. All right, now here we go. Selfie cam time for a second. I'm trying not to sniffle on camera too. Sorry about that. Whoa! So I'm gonna go back over this central bridge here so that we can check out those Christmas lights. Then I'll walk over around Notre Dame. We'll see where that takes us. See how their updates are going. By updates, I mean continual attempts at restoring the church. And that'll probably do it, because I actually have to get home and shower and shave for this thing tonight. And all the honking should remind you just not to drive in Paris. It's not worth it. I don't understand why people get so upset when they're doing it, because it was a bad idea to begin with. Hold on, I'm trying to switch hands without dropping my camera or phone. So you can enjoy walking through the little book vendors on the Seine. You can pretend that you're Ernest Hemingway and that you're eating pigeons, because that's what he loved to do. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, lots of stuff. Sophie, Los Pipos. I don't know it. I don't think I've ever been. I think it's adjusting, as I try to read your comments, it's also adjusting the shutters, the exposure, so forgive me for that. This is the camera that I'm using is a Sony A6500, and I'm currently using my 18 to 135 Sony lens. So it's like the middle grade lens, and I generally love it. And it has a UV filter on the front of it, so that if I pop it accidentally on anything, it cracks that little UV filter, not the lens, because I'm too busy to go swapping actual ND filters and other fancy schmancy things like that. I'd like to get there. I'd like to spend more time, but as you might have noticed, generally in a little bit of a hurry. Oh, there's some Christmas lights. Oh, there's those really ugly PVC pipe Christmas lights. Let's go look at those. And as we go, I'm gonna get a couple more photos because the lighting actually looks kind of magical right now. So let's take some more photos. The blogger in his natural environment. All right. So, Bertillon. I'm not going to Bertillon. It's way too cold. Hello to Detroit. And yeah, driving in Paris is possible. It's just annoying. If you're going to do it, just don't get frustrated with people while you're doing it. Okay, I'm going to set you guys up here with a nice little shot of the river while I take a couple of photos. Just going to try and get a shot through the tree here. Well, we still have some leaves. That could look really nice. And then trying to get some of this delightful pseudo magic hour lighting while it's good. Sometimes I wish that you could bend reality and not just light to get the perfect shots. Okay, I'm gonna put this guy on my backpack because I can, thanks to Martin, and we're gonna move on. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys check out Notre Dame as we cross the river here. I'm gonna try really hard not to sniffle directly into the microphone as well. Sorry if there's any moments. Hold on, this is kind of cool. Let's see if I can. Nah. All right, camera put back away. How are you guys doing? How's life out in the world? Donald? Is it Donald Newman? Donald. The crack on my screen made your O look like a U. I was like, Donald, that's a new name. Here's a non-Space Invader mosaic that's new though. It's kind of cool. The rose window there. Hey, Courtney. Oh, hey, Courtney to Kentucky. You can see the Eiffel Tower way off in the distance over there as well. Just kind of poking out among the trees. Now we're gonna investigate some really hideous Christmas lights that I think are supposed to be partial snowflakes, but could be massive deer antlers made out of PVC pipes, or just might be low budget mistakes. I'm not really sure what's wrong with them or why they exist the way they do, but we're about to find out. Do I think it will be completed in 5 years? I'm the wrong person to ask. That's what they say. I doubt it, but we'll find out. Glad you made it to the live stream. Welcome to hang out. Okay, we're gonna get to Notre Dame up close here in a minute, but first we're gonna investigate and be curious about the poor decisions that went into making these things. They're not like the worst things ever from a distance, but up close especially. It's kind of like, why? Maybe I'm being really picky. Maybe I'm being mean. I don't know. Let me know. Am I being mean? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're kind of horrible, but Desiree loves them, so that's good. Glad you're loving the post down there. They've grown on me. Like, I don't hate them as much as I did last year. Maybe it's because they're also like not solid and they're fading in and out random times, but I still think they're kind of on. So I guess if you look all the way down the street, that was better when we were farther away. Now that we're closer is when I'm more disapproving. They're branches? What kind of branches? They're branching, that's for sure. Here's the lights that we saw earlier. Oh wow, they go all the way down. So that's pretty short stint right there. But here, they go all the way down the street. So let's give this a wee look. Let's see what happens. It is not raining. Yeah, snowflake antler branches. How about that? Weather in California. Yeah, I've seen a lot of rainy post from California. Those are some big doors to that hotel. So for those of you that are just joining, there's a link below to my Kickstarter, which is ending in, I think, something like 24 hours, very soon. If you haven't bought a book yet, I would highly recommend that you do. We even just posted an excerpt recently, which I thought we did a long time ago, which we did not. So we posted an excerpt recently, which is a little bit of a heavier excerpt, but it gives you an idea of hopefully some of the depths that we're going to be diving into with this book. And it's not all like light and fluffy Paris stuff. It's a lot about life, getting here, the struggles of trying to make it, of trying to build a creative career and live in the place you want to live. And yeah, just my life. A lot of mistakes, ups and downs, good times, bad times. Trying to be pretty transparent and open, and there are a bunch of stories that even if you follow my vlog for a long time, you won't have heard, or you will not have heard all that is to hear about it. So definitely worth it if you haven't grabbed one yet. One of the things we recognize, we made a couple of mistakes in jumping into this and not clearly communicating certain elements of it, so sorry about that. But I'll give you back to the Christmas lights here, since I'm sure you're tired of seeing my face already. Ooh, look at that, Christmassy. So yeah, this is the last push. Just doing a quick live stream on my way to a secret filming event, which I'll be able to share soon. But if you haven't grabbed a copy, you could even get a Christmas card with Gustav and I dressed up all fancy and smoking in Place des Vosges. Breaking the law, breaking the law. So feel free to grab one of those. They actually should be here. I think assuming my guardian was there when they got delivered, they should be at my apartment. So I might be able to show you those later, which is very exciting. Glowing pine branch, that works. Shivering in Carcassonne, no kidding, yeah. Well, if you do need to go for a drone swim, I'm happy to come crash one in there for you. Hey Laura. I am in Paris. It's where I live. Oh yeah, good. See, Ginger, I also figured there were a bunch of people that were like, I think I'll do that, and then forgot. And this is a great opportunity to remind people in case they'd forgotten. So I'm glad I reminded you. Glad it worked out. It is pretty right now, isn't it? Hello to Spain. Hola. No Gustav today, sorry. And I'm near the Marais, but I'm not in the Marais. There's some more branches. The Marais is that way. That bike guy, he's headed towards the Marais right now, as is that bike lady. That's where they're headed. One last look at these lights in the trees, because we're about to cross over. I'm gonna give away probably the most sneakiest Space Invader in this area, in case anybody's curious, before we go back to Notre Dame. Okay, so you see all these cafes that are very famous, lots of photos, Christmas lights, Christmas tree holly bulbs, whatever that is. Come over here, ooh, the lights just came on. Look at that, right under that light that just came on, there's a Space Invader, really hard to see, because he's made out of the same color pretty much. I walked by that guy like 50 million, not 50 million, but a lot of times for years before I ever found out about it. I'm pretty sure I only found it because somebody else told me that it was there. So there's that. Let's get a nice panorama on the island here. The clouds are looking amazing. I actually want to stop and take a time lapse. So what I'm gonna do, look at that over there. If I have my tripod, I'm gonna take a time lapse because that has to happen right here. You see this? Basically, that has to happen. So we'll talk for a minute while I take a time lapse. But first, I gotta get it set up. Hold on a second. I have multiple tripods theoretically in my backpack, so should be able to set you up to see me set up this time lapse. And then we should be good. If I accidentally knock my phone into the river, thanks for hanging out. Please go back my Kickstarter, because I'll need to get another phone. So the more successful the Kickstarter is, the more likely it is I'll be able to get a new phone. But if I don't knock it into the river, you know, that's cool too. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give you guys a nice view, and then I'll set up the time lapse next to it. You're basically gonna get this view is going to be a time lapse shortly. The danger is that I'm wearing my hat right now, so like if I'm not paying attention, I might accidentally knock it off with my bill, which would be really bad. But the lighting is so perfect, I have to get a time lapse. I wasn't gonna film today. I've been too busy editing and other stuff. I'll give you a look around here in a second too, but wow, this is amazing. Okay, hold on. Oh, I love this city. Oh yeah, this is amazing. Oh, that is incredible and worth it. I'm gonna take a photo really quickly I'll be right back to paying full attention to you in just a second. Thank you for your patience. We'll be right back to regularly scheduled programming in all of a few seconds. Okay, here's what we're working with here. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna, oh, now that I'm looking at it a little, ooh, look at those birds. Just adjust it a little bit, put that guy in the third line there. It's gonna look terrible on the actual time lapse. But there we go with the light still in there. Perfect. Excuse me, I'm gonna sniffle again. Let's look at your comments and see what you all are saying in the midst of me taking this time lapse. Whew, thanks Mystery Man for the invader tip. Yeah, Paris is awesome. Let's see, I was sort of walking the Marais, but not really. I've been walking on the river, which is up close to the Marais. Sure, snow's great. Oh, it's too bad you can't hear. Sorry about that. Gustav did enjoy dressing up all fancy. It's true. He looks pretty good. Yeah, that invader is super tricky. Sorry, I'm almost back. I'm almost caught up. Hey, Patrick. There we go. There's a little bit of a shot of Notre Dame to switch it up for you. Yeah, that's a great view for a postcard for sure. It's amazing. Happy birthday, Florentina. Oh, happy birthday, Florentina. And hey, David. Welcome to the party. So normally what I would be doing right now, especially because the light's changing so rapidly, is I would take 2 time lapses, one with this guy and one with that at the same time. This guy doing a broader time lapse, this one doing a zoomed in time lapse. But I don't have time for that. Also because I'm live streaming, so obviously I can't do it. We're gonna stay here for another couple minutes in case you're wondering what's going on, but we've got accordion starting. I don't know what word I was looking for there, but we've got an accordion playing off in the distance there. And let's do a slow pan. Oh, bike will take the pan for us. And here we go. A chilly evening in Paris. There's a lady feeding the ducks down there. Do you see her? Hold on, let's zoom in. Oh, those happy little ducks. And seagulls. Everybody's fed today. $80. I get it. It's not my fault. Mannix. Hey, Mannix, Merry Christmas. Ozone to you too. Ron, thank you. Happy Cyber Monday. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's Cyber Monday. I always forget these things. Glad you guys are enjoying the views here for a minute. Once that guy's done, you've got Hotel de Ville over here as well. That's a nice shot with the Tour Saint-Jacques just to the left of the light pole there, off in the distance. Also looking really good. This feels very classic right now. Hold on, we're about to get some good roller action in here. There we go. That's the money shot. Roller bags in Paris. There could be an entire series dedicated just to that. There we go. Okay, we're about to go see Notre Dame here in a minute. For those of you wondering, the trick is we want to stay here until that thing says probably about at least 6 minutes and 30 seconds, just to be sure, because I ruined it early on. That was my bad. Sorry about that. So I'll point out some stuff to you guys while we're standing here, because there's some stuff you can see. Glad you're enjoying the music. Hopefully it keeps going the whole time. That dome over there, it's focusing on my hand, and I wanted to just focus in the distance. That is the Pantheon, which was originally built as a church and ended up becoming a temple to reason, I believe, is what, during the revolution. It kind of swapped hands a few times, and now it is owned by the government, and you have all sorts of bigwig French intellectuals that are buried there. And you can climb to the top. One of the things that people don't really know, that I didn't realize for a long time, when I finally found out, I'm really glad I did, was you can actually go all the way to the top, and it's like only an additional €3 to your ticket price. Super, super worth it. An amazing view of the city. If you go to my 20 and 20 videos, my 20 and 20 video on the 5th, I believe, is where I go up to the top of that guy, and it's incredible. I need to go back up just to get some shots because my battery ran out while I was up there. And then this tower next to it belongs to Saint-Étienne-du-Mont, which is a fantastic church just next to it. And that one has Genevieve's relics in it, what remains of them, but they got burned and dumped to the river when she was, sadly, disinterred during the Revolution. And then this guy right here, this little square turret, I believe belongs to one of the wings of the Sorbonne, one of the buildings in the Sorbonne campus. Glad you guys could be joining. Let's see, there's a boat. Sorry, I'm trying to read your guys' comments and also maintain an idea of what the heck's going on. 28 thumbs ups, yay! Glad you're able to stream a little bit of Paris. It is live right now, unless you're watching this in the future, in which case it was live when I said that, and it no longer is. So that is the bridge we crossed over earlier when we walked back over to check out the Christmas branches, lights, whatever those were, and right beyond it is the what is it, like the Arabic Institute, right? Really cool place that I need to go investigate a little bit more. Ile Saint Louis here, and you can see. Thank you. That's a really nice compliment. I don't know that I'm doing my best tour guiding right now, but actually, one of the things that we can see from here, speaking of being a tour guide, is Tour d'Argent, which is literally translates to the Silver Tower. That location they claim to be the oldest restaurant in all of Paris, but there are some disputes as to the veracity of whether or not they've been in continuous operation or not. You can let the historians debate that, but what is not really debatable is that they're the most expensive restaurant in all of Paris. It's the restaurant that Ratatouille is based off of, so that movie that you've seen about the rat cooking. You can see it's right here. It's the top floor of this guy right here. So that restaurant is insanely expensive. I used to know what the menu prices were, but I think it's in the range of like 800 euros per person before you buy wine. And the wine, of course, can easily double that cost really quickly. So it's, one of the fun stories about them is that during World War II, they managed to hide most of their wine from the Nazis. The numbers vary based on who tells you the story, but essentially they had something in the range of 100,000 bottles in their cellar, and they walled it off so that only about 10,000, 8,000, depending on who's telling the story, were visible in front of that wall, and they threw dust on it, tried to make it all look old and cobwebby and whatever else. So when the Nazis came down and were like, ooh, we're taking their wine, they didn't realize that they were only getting a tenth of it, and thankfully they were able to save their wine supply, because the Germans were pretty rambunctious when it came to taking everyone's wine and drinking it or chucking it in the river. So that was a little demoralizing. Back to this scene, the sky is beginning to look even crazy cooler. Where are we at down here? Oh, we could probably pack it up here in a second. One last little couple tidbits. Notre Dame, there's a Space Invader right here for those of you hunting. This is Ile de la Cité, the main island of the city where Paris was essentially founded. And over there is Tour Saint-Jacques, we were talking about a second ago. The church that was a church that's no longer a church got torn down to make way for a road, I believe. That is Biking Lady number 87. And this is Hôtel de Ville, which is the mayor's office, which is almost as old as Notre Dame. Not quite, but the original structure here is very old. And they've built onto it, added to it a lot over time. It's fantastic. One of my favorite buildings in the city, one of the most underrated buildings in the city. And okay, I'm gonna grab my camera now. Hopefully not knock it off the edge. Kind of scary. Oh, I should stop recording. Okay. Forgive me for 1 second, technical difficulties. As I get my backpack and get rolling again, here is a little bit of Notre Dame. Let's go check it out. It's also a little bit blurry. Focus is an issue. All right. Pokeballs ready. Good luck. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd love to go see the basement. I'd actually like to go in there someday. That cellar would be neat to see. That whole restaurant would be cool to see. I can't quite afford it. Okay, so here's the thing. We could go, I'm gonna let you guys vote. So you either say left or right. Left means we go this way and we get a better view. Sorry, hold on a second. That guy should have a muffler. Okay, left means we go this way and we cross the river and we get a better view of Notre Dame as we walk around it. Right means that we walk right up close and see the construction work right up close from underneath it as we go around it this way. First 3 rights or lefts determine it. I see left, right. Hi, Elaine. 1 more left means we go left. 2 more rights means we go right. Left, right. Oh, too late. We're going left. It's not an efficient voting system, but it's a fair voting system. Okay, we're gonna go around to the left here. We'll get a shot from over there as we go around, and we'll bring it to a conclusion on the other side of Notre Dame. As this video is being brought to you by my Kickstarter campaign, I'd like to take this moment to remind you that it's still live at the moment. It is, indeed. In fact, still going, but only probably for another 24 hours. If you would like to grab a copy of my book, maybe a Christmas card or a drawing, there are a number of special things on offer, including ebooks for every paperback that we send. Please hop on over to Kickstarter right now, or as soon as this video is over, there's a link right below the video. It's only going to be live for like another 24 hours, and if you miss out now, well, that's okay. We'll sell you a book later. It's just not going to come with as many bells and whistles. So, you know, things to be aware of in the moment. Anywho, back to the voyeuristic approach to Notre Dame. It's not very well lit. That's going to be the main problem. How did I do on my pitch there? Everybody like super excited to grab a book. Oh yeah, Pokemon Go around here would be Pokerific. So you can see that, hold on, I'm going to put my camera away. I'm trying to find out a good place to, let me put the phone down for just a second. And then I'll put my camera away. And then we'll continue on. I can put my tripod in my pocket. I just don't want to drop anything, especially not when you're crossing the river. That's bad timing. Bad juju. Okay, so you can see they've put up this secondary wall in here for the construction, and you just can't even get in unless you're a construction worker, so no way to get in there, unfortunately. Oh, I am in the future. It's true. Thanks for the pitch props. Appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and go around, and we'll get an angle from the side. You can see up at the top, I'm gonna take little breaks here with a little bit of lighting. They've done a lot of work on the roof to reinforce it and to get it ready. Supposedly they're gonna be taking the scaffolding down soon, which I don't know if they've started on that yet or not. Sorry, can't zoom out, there we go. I don't know if they've started on that yet or not, but theoretically, that's gonna come down in the near future. But they want to make sure that the whole building is properly reinforced before they do that, because that scaffolding is mighty indeed. Like, that's pretty much the best advertisement for that scaffolding company that they could possibly hope for, is like, yeah, we our scaffolding in the midst of a fire that brought down the roof of Notre Dame, our scaffolding was fine. It's still standing. It's pretty effective advertising. Hopefully that wasn't, you know, their goal, but nobody's really happy with what happened, but I guess that's the silver lining for that company. So sorry about the focus too right now, by the way. My camera apparently doesn't know where anything is. This is a problem that I've been having when trying to film with it, which is one of the reasons I'm really glad that I'm not dependent on it anymore. Whew. Come on, focus, you can do it. I believe in you, buddy. Can I do a focus lock? Nope. That's unfortunate. Oh, they started lighting up the front? Yeah, we'll go see if we can get a good look at that. Oh man, sorry about the focus. Hey, Melodious. Bike bells and sirens. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying the background noises, because there's no way that I can change that. It's just the way it is. Here we go, a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little swoop here as well. Give you a little bit of street action. Hey, thank you, Bozone. It's really nice of you. There we go. You'll also have to tune in again soon, because we're going to do another live stream trying to cross Paris, but the long way this time. So you have to check that out. Should be pretty exciting. How much longer till you can go back inside Notre Dame? A long time. A long time. You know, 5 years on the inside, I would guess. I don't know. I want to say that they're definitely going to get it fixed up soon, but the odds of that pretty low from what I'm hearing, but that's just word on the street, and who knows, word on the street in France is often very misleading. So yeah, there's no, oh wow, look at this. I didn't realize that they'd covered, this is like where the treasury is. I think it's the Abbey, but it's where the treasury is and everything else, and now it's totally covered cheesecloth, which should keep it nice and cool in the winter. I mean, in the summer, you know what I mean? It's got a blanket. Thanks, Eka. I'll be hanging out. It'll be great. My holidays will be fantastic. Here in Paris, mostly. I have not been to Shizo Burger. Shizo Burger to my left? I must have missed it. There's another Space Invader over here too, just since we're talking about it. But yeah, Oliver and I will tag team it again, and it should hopefully be glorious. Well, they would like to definitely open it up by the Olympics, which I think is a noble goal. and I would like that too. But we'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it'll open when it opens, which makes me sound like a dad, but you know, it'll open when it opens. Part of the problem too is that they didn't really come up with the appropriate plan very quickly. So a lot of the money that got pledged, here's some more books, sorry about that. A lot of people that pledged money froze their pledges until they saw like a legitimate plan come out of the government and so forth. And so I'm not really sure if how much that hindered things, and I imagine it'll all work out in the end, but you know, we'll just have to wait and see. The prefecture is all lit up over there with the French flag. I'm not going to say anything about them until I've gained. I'm going to keep my criticisms to myself for another couple years. I've already made enough of them. You know, you'll find them. Why tempt fate? More books. And also, Shakespeare and Company, which I saw an article about today, being like the most famous bookstore in the world or something like that. Right over here. The cafe, a lot of people, I feel like the cafe is only just now hitting the mainstream consciousness, but that cafe right there with the cactus Space Invader on top of it is really nice. I like it. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom out again. It has a fantastic view of Notre Dame as well, so if you want to sit in that corner spot, it'll be a little bit crowded, but totally worth it. You can see some of the trees are still holding on to their greenery. Some have completely given up. Prefecture is super well lit up. How lit up is the front? Oh, pretty well. They actually are lighting it up decently. You can see they built a whole new lighting array up here, and just noticed that a minute ago. Didn't realize that's what was going on. And then I don't know if they have more lights down here. They've got some down there for construction. But based on the shadows and how they're all pretty harsh on this side, I would guess that that's the sole source of illumination for the front. Do I know that for sure? No. Is it an educated guess? Depends on how you define educated. So, there you go. Blurry Notre Dame. Looking pretty good. Not looking too shabby. I might even stop for a brief photo up here. If we can find one that's worth taking. Like this. This will be good. Oh, sorry, hold on. I'm trying to disentangle my camera. 1 second. Sorry, I know that was really loud, and I'm really close now. Just get a couple of shots here. If nothing else, they'll end up on my Instagram stories. Which, if you're not following me on Instagram already, hey, same name, Jay Swanson. You'll find me. I believe in you. My throat's getting really dry walking around out here. Whew. It's probably because of all the wisdom I'm hawking, drying my throat out. Oh, goodness. Okay. Put the camera away. Click. Come on. Click in there. I gotta go. All right. Let's walk truly around the front of it here. Give you one last look at it. And then probably give you one more little pitch. Ooh, for crepes. Tonight's event's brought to you not by crepes, but by my Kickstarter for my new book. Which is still going for like the next 24 hours. If you haven't gotten one already, or you haven't bought one for a friend yet, or maybe a family member, or maybe everybody in your life, go buy as many copies as you feel like. But if that's just one copy, that's cool. Ebooks, paperbacks. Every paperback will come with an ebook now. And there's even a Christmas card level where if you love Gustav, you can get Gustav with me as a Christmas card. Not so bad. The Christmas cards should be arriving today. Here's that look at Notre Dame from the front with all that construction. Isn't it lovely? Big yellow signs, people, and white barriers again. Aw, how sweet. How sweet it is. But the link to that Kickstarter is in the description below. It's the first thing you should see down there. A little bit.ly link. And see if we can get a little higher here. There she is. The old lady. The old dame. The R lady. It's no doesn't mean old, means R. But, you know, she's pretty old. I mean, really, she's really old. Okay. Well, with that, I'll walk up to the river here. I'm gonna do a little cut through this. Let's see. I'm gonna go through. There's right by the flower market, in front of the prefecture. There is a nice little courtyard that we can walk through. I mean, it's actually pretty sizable. Hold on. Microphone's pointed this way. You can probably hear me better if I do this. Notre Dame, sort hidden. It's right here. We'll walk through here, through the center of Ile de la Cité. Hopefully not get hit by a bike. And then I'll probably sign off from there. I'm gonna check your comments one more time. So I'll flip the camera around again while I do that. And see what's going on. Glad you're enjoying this. Thank you. What do I want most for a Christmas gift? I really need a drone. I crashed my drone, as was brought up in Carcassonne, which sounds like a really good country song. I crashed my drone in Carcassonne. Somebody should make a song about that, but a new drone is probably really high up the list. The other things that I want are, I don't know, things, you know, not really. I'm pretty good. 420 Amsterdam, good to see you too. Jason, what's up to the Rendons? Hey to Los Angeles, rush hour in Paris. Yeah, it's kind of busy around here. Hello to Indonesia. It is late there, dang. Try not to trip over this thing. Let's see, education. Glad to give you guys a little bit of a view of Notre Dame. This is the Palais de Justice over here. So this is what we'll end on pretty much, is this this delightful shot of the Palais de Justice. I am gonna search for one more photo that, again, if you want to see this in my stories at a higher resolution, hold on, I gotta zoom a little bit here. Go follow me on Instagram. It's like gonna look something like this. Hold on, take the photo. Why is it being a jerk? Hold on. This camera is also, I need to take this camera in for servicing because it's being a total jerk half the time. Okay, there we go, there's that. I guess I'll take that for now. This is Napoleon's Flower Market over here, just in case you hadn't seen that. Hold on, I'm trying to put my camera back. Hey, oh. Line 4 metro stop here, Cité. And then over here again, the Palais de Justice. I do love coffee, Larry, it's true. Hey, welcome to Paris, Aaron. Glad you could join the live stream, Jason. I do need to drink some water, it's true. That's also part of the parching. Glad you guys enjoy it. I'm glad you're enjoying the vlogs as well. Gustav is a short-haired fox terrier. I did not live in Seattle, but I would live in Seattle at some point, I'm sure. It's a pretty great city. Let's see. Notre Dame does look lovely. I'm glad you're here with me. Oh, thank you, Jessica. I just saw that. I'm really glad that you can escape to Paris with me. That's great. The Mavic Mini does look awesome. Honestly, it looks pretty perfect for what I do. It's not the ideal drone for me in some ways, but like, I'd take it. That's probably what I would get next, honestly. I don't need a Segway though, but the drone I would go for sure. See you later, Michael Mon, if you're still here. Hello to Argentina. Can you get an espresso in a crate? I don't know that they ship very well, unfortunately, but I'll try to make sure that they don't run out of them before you get back here. I am not going to the States for Christmas. Sorry, I'm just trying to get through all these comments before we end the stream. Glad you're enjoying it. It is beautiful. Croissants and coffee some days sound good. It's late for coffee. I'm already over caffeinated. Saint-Chapelle, that's correct. Right there, that is Saint-Chapelle. Boom. There you go, Sierra Wave. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom out again. And hello to Toronto. Let's turn around. Okay, with that, thank you for joining me on this delightful live stroll along the river. I've been meaning to do more of these anyways, and I'll let my patrons vote on one to do here soon because, you know, I like letting you guys vote on things. I hope you enjoyed wandering around with me. I will give one last shameless plug for the old Kickstarter, link below. Please go, it's almost over. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, you'll see a fun gift, or if you have, I should say. If you've signed up for the newsletter, you'll see a great gift that Kate made today of the finish line. She threw confetti at me multiple times today. It was both fun and a mess. And yeah, go check out my vlog, just uploaded today. So there's a vlog of me in Casablanca for about 2/3 of the vlog, and then a third back in Paris. Whew, honking. And yeah, I got a thing I gotta go to tonight, which I'll be making a behind the scenes thing for, so you'll be able to see that in a couple weeks. And of course, this Friday, my patrons voted for me to go to Strasbourg to check out the Christmas market. If you want to see that, it's coming. I just finished it and uploaded it, so it'll be live this Friday. That's all the like stuff that's going on right now, I think. I'll leave it at that. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever it is you are. Thank you so much for watching, for hanging out. I am hungry, tired, and ready whew, to go. I gotta go home and like shave my neck and stuff. So I'll see you in the not too distant future. I'm gonna leave you with one last pan of the river because it seems much classier to end this way than on my face. Thanks for all the well wishes, everybody. I will see you soon.